Okay, so let's start with question 2b. So question 2b says, use the data in the diagram to determine the amount of potential energy the snowboarder has at position C. So here's position C, right? And so the first thing you're going to think is, oh, maybe I need to calculate it. So I know potential energy is mass times gravity times height. But I'm here to tell you, you don't even have to do that because one, we don't have the mass. Now, we could go all around and do a couple of mathematic equations and figure out the mass, or we could do something very simple. We could take a look here. Here. So here at the very top of the hill, the snowboarder has all potential energy and no kinetic energy. If the snowboarder has all potential energy at the start, right? Remember, the only calculation we need to remember right now is potential energy plus kinetic energy equals total energy. And we can use this calculation to drive our next one. So if right now, right, we know that PE plus KE equals total E, then up here, I can say that potential energy, which is 50,000 joules, plus 0 equals total energy. Then I know that my total energy in the system is 50,000 joules, right? Which means no matter where you go in this system, position E, D, B, or C, your total energy will always be the same, right? That was our question 2A. What will the total energy be? It will always be the same, okay? So if we know that, and I'm going to erase these little green circles that I put here in excitement, if we know that total energy is always the same, then we can take this same formula and apply it to our question. So now I know I've got kinetic energy is 35,000 joules. I know my total energy is 50,000 joules. So now I have to figure out what my potential energy is. And I can do that by manipulating my formula. So originally my formula is potential energy, not equals, potential energy plus kinetic energy equals total. But now I want to find my potential energy. So I'm going to say minus kinetic, cross those off, minus kinetic. My new formula to find potential energy will be total energy minus, I keep putting equals, so sorry. Total energy minus kinetic energy. And we've got those numbers, so all we have to do now is plug and chug. So my potential energy is going to be 50,000 minus 35,000. And make sure you put those units in there. So my potential energy is going to equal 15,000 joules. Whoop, whoop, go us.